Hello, welcome to another action-packed edition of Sports This Morning. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Always a delight to have you join us. I'm Austin Okonakpan.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
It's great to have you join us again today. I'm Tayo Salam.
Okay, let's get started with the show. This breaking news reaching us this morning. Edem Ofiok, she has qualified for the Olympics, and of course she won a game 4 games to love. And for Segun Toriola, he's presently now 2 games up. So once he wins the semi-finals, he would definitely pick a ticket for the Olympics. So right now we have 3 table tennis players that will be participating at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. That
sounds sweet. Very good news coming from Cecilia this morning. Still marching on for Edem Ofiong and Segun Toriola. Let's move to Uyo in Akwa Ibom State, where it's also another sweet story for Akwa United. They're still winning. Remember, they won the Federation Cup and then they won the MPFL Super Cup, and just yesterday they defeated Aimba 4-3 on penalties to win the NFF Charity Cup. Still winning, Akwa United. We'll talk about their story this morning on the show.
Amazing, Austin. Amazing 3 months for Akwa United. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they would do in the league this year. Also on the show, and we go from one club that knows how to win to another player that knows all about winning. On May the 1st, 2005, Lionel Messi, aged just 17 years old, scored his first league goals for Barca against Albacete. Fast forward 10 years later, the 28-year-old has bagged another brace against Sporting Gijon to reach the 300-goal landmark. Amazing. Amazing.
Right
Still counting. And it is not aging in any way.
Come on, I just said it's 28 now. He scored his first 2 goals when he was 17. And you think Messi can play all the way to 30, you know, mid-30s?
Yes,
yeah, that's what it looks like, especially, you know, if it stays with Barcelona, if it stays in Spain, where, you know, the tacos are not that crunchy like we have in England and in Italy, there's a very good chance this guy might get to 400.
Saya Salam, I hate him, I love him. This guy, you still watch him play active football for the next 5 years. Hate him or love him.
Yeah, you put in a timeline on it.
5 good years, you still watch Lionel Messi, not just play football, but keep being phenomenal.
Yes.
301 goals and still counting. Look at that, Salam Cecilia. I don't know what to say. What else can we say about Lionel Messi? It keeps giving us reasons to talk.
It's not a lot to say.
I think there's some, I mean, when you look at Lionel Messi and you look at the kind of person he is, now I actually saw a video of him, you know, where he had to take, was it a free kick or trying to score from the back of the post? I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, well, trying to give these guys reasons to worry.
It was really funny. And I mean, he would do it joyfully.
Now,
he does it like effortlessly. You think, okay, it's nothing, there's nothing to it. But when Lionel Messi is actually on the field of play, most of the things he may have dreamt about or visualized.
I mean, look at that. Behind the goal, and it still finds the back of the net. That's incredible.
And that's it. So when you have a guy who can actually easily do this on training ground, just imagine what he's going to do. When
I mean, that musician was starstruck. No, you know, I heard a bit of Spanish, and what he said afterwards, I'm not going to interpret it on air because there's a couple of, you know, blips in it, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, it's just incredible. What a player he is. This happened before the game against Gijon, and to myself, I'm like, okay, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Come on, man. Look at teammates.
Yeah, he said game over.
Yeah, it's over, man. I'm the best. Greatest of all time. Definitely is in the shout, is in the running for the greatest of all time. You know, different generations will go for different players.
Iniesta.
That's a great player in his own right.
I'm still wowed.
Wow. What he just did.
What a player. Lionel Messi took a bow.
Take a bow. And if you check their game against Sporting Gijon yesterday, he scored the brace, like you said. Luis Suarez, of course, scored the goal, and they even missed the penalty. But right now they are 6 points clear. So it shows that for Lionel Messi and of course for the rest of Barcelona team, they might just retain the trophy. And Champions League, I'm looking at who's going to beat them in the Champions League.
Wow.
Who?
Yeah, well, they have to be one of the favorites here. You know, no team has defended successfully the Champions League still. And you have to say, Barca, they've got a big shout of doing it, although it's going to be very tough.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way it goes.
So that's it for the magic of Lionel Messi, because we just can't get enough of that guy. Let's go to our Sudan guys.
Yeah.
I like the way we landed in Khartoum this morning. They didn't wait for us to start, and then Edem of Young already qualifying for the 2016 Rio Olympics. What a way to go.
You know, you said something about him being focused, about her being focused. That all she needs to do is just focus and look at the big picture. What's the big picture? The fact that if you get to the finals of the 2016 African Qualifiers Tournament in Sudan, you have Olympic tickets, and that's what she needed to do. And she did it in style.
You know, she was trying to talk to me last night, and I said, "Go to bed, go and get ready, go and stay focused. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want any distraction." And I like the news before we got on air. The president himself, he should be a proud man, and it's all right. Should he? He gave us that call saying, "Look, your noise is not in vain." Edem of Young has qualified for the Olympics. Nice money, Segun Toriola, who is already leading in his game, two games up. So it's looking good for Team Nigeria and for Segun Toriola and that record.
Yes,
come on,
record equaling.
That's what it's going to do.
Yeah. You expect him to go on and actually seal his place in the final. Good one for Of Young, Edem. You know, but qualifying now, it's good. Then this is where the real work now starts. You know, gone are the days when it used to be all about appearances at the Olympics. You've got to make an impact now. So the authorities, these guys have done their best. They've paid, you know, they've funded themselves to go and play qualification series for the country. Then after that, they need to be supported, and you know, so they can do well at the actual games. Okay,
it's still an action-packed world of sports. There's so much to talk about. Let's go to Norway. I'm sure you remember that Super Eagles defender WilliamTroost-Ekong. Words on the street is that he's going to be the new captain of Haugesund. Let's go to Norway before the player gets to training this morning. Let's find out how he's feeling about that role, and of course, if he can translate it when playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That's him right there, WilliamTroost-Ekong. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. Nice. Thanks
fantastic, fantastic. We know you were on loan at Haugesund, but tell us about this new role you've been given, and if you're going to continue playing for them.
Yes, the development's been that I'm extending my loan here. I was having a good time, and they made me captain of the team. So yeah, it's a great honour for me, and I think a good place for me to keep developing as a player.
So any plans of going back to Genk?
Yeah, it will be the idea still that I'm going back to Ghent. I still have a contract for 2.5 more years until 2018. So I'm definitely going to be part of the team there. It's just a matter of timing, and yeah, at this moment in time, it's a great responsibility to be captain in the Norwegian league. So I had to take this opportunity. And
it's a massive opportunity, William, because I hear you're also the youngest captain that the club has ever had. That's a lot of pressure. How are you going to handle it?
Yeah, it's pressure that I think I'm ready for. You know, I thrive normally when I'm under pressure, so it's only good, and I think I feel comfortable in this responsibility and leading the team, and I think it will only improve my game myself as well. So.
You sound so confident about this. I mean, no pressure on you. Now you have older players in the team. How will you now relate to them as the captain of the team?
Yeah, it's a hard role, but I think you win the players' respect by the way you play. So I think I have to be a leading example in that.
Okay, now talking about the Super Eagles, of course, we'll be playing a game against Egypt, and of course, it's coming up in March. And if invited, what are you going to give, to the Super Eagles team for qualifications for the 2017 AFCON?
I think I have to wait and see when the list comes. But yeah, if I'm there, I'd like to continue like I did before and be responsible and really take care of the defense and yeah, the bridge that we're going to cross when I hopefully get the invitation. So we'll see.
Now for the club, now if you are retained, maybe they just want to option of buying after the end of the season. Will you stay with them, or you want to go back to your club?
No, I think that after the season is going to be a next step for me. So it's either going to be to Ghent or a similar like club. I think I'll be ready by then to face the next level, and so I don't think it's going to be an option of me staying here after. But we'll see how it goes.
William, we should let you get to training now. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
All right, thanks so much, guys.
Okay, that's it. So, good one for
22, captain, and he's on loan.
That's
I
right.
think that's a huge responsibility.
A big one, and I like the progress he's making with his career. Let's just hope for us, when we have our players very, very active at their clubs, we want them to come back here and also, give the same thing when they play for the Super Eagles.
Yes, I was going to say perhaps the club, they're doing in their own way of actually tying the young man down.
That's right.
Let's give him the captain's armband and let's see if he can actually stay on. Because at 22, WilliamTroost-Ekong surely wants to play in the best leagues in the world.
right.
So I'm sure he's got personal ambitions to actually come back to mainstream Europe. I won't be surprised if that happens in the next couple of days. Anyways, I was going to say something about Segun Toriola and Edem Offiong. Yeah, it's good enough that they've qualified for the Olympics, okay, but they need to start making impact. That's the issue right there. And I know the president is going to come back and start talking about the support, how very necessary and important it is. And the authorities now, the National Sports Commission, they've got to step their game up. I mean, these guys funded themselves to go and play qualifiers for the country. They didn't go and represent themselves.
That's right.
That's just that's just ridiculous. And after that's achieved, what's going to happen next? They have to come back and start begging again and all that. I hope that's not the case, though. I hope they've been listening. The NSC and all the relevant sporting authorities, they've got to do their bits.
You know what? I got a call from a veteran table tennis player yesterday. He said, Austin, tell your team we like what you guys are doing. Keep talking about it.
Oh, really?
So we'll keep talking about it because now Edem Offiong has qualified, and that means she's the third Nigerian table tennis player. Segun Toriola qualifies today, becomes the fourth Nigerian, which is very good for us because I mean, there's strength in numbers.
And if we go to Malaysia, definitely the event will definitely be there.
That's another one. That's the world.
Olympics, so.
Yeah.
Remember, we were just seeing the World Team Championship as a competition until the president says, look, it's also a qualifying event for the team events in Rio.
Yeah.
So I wonder why someone is playing with that sort of competition also.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. We'll keep talking about it.
Surely.
We will not stop talking about it.
Definitely. So, hopefully, Austin, before the end of the program, words come true that Segun Toriola has finally sealed that incredible, record of going to the Olympics 7 times. I mean, when you make your debut in Barcelona '92, and how many years later, I'm not going to do that now.